good question from Gnome that Ethan isn't here to answer, but since Ethan isn't here to object, Jeff Green to the Warriors, right? Right? Yeah, that would actually be hilarious because it's pretty much exactly what the Warriors don't need is another forward who can't rebound and doesn't play defense. So that would I like this idea, Gnome, and I hope it happens just to see Ethan explode with rage.
I would rather a 4-year contract for Jeff Green to the Warriors than Dwight Howard signing with the Timberwolves just to see Ethan deal with it for 4 years.
Well, the best part is that Ethan loves hating Ethan hates the Warriors. He loves them, but he hates the
with
Warriors.
A passion.
So this would actually
hates Warriors fans.
Be great for him. Yeah, anyone who reads him on Warriors World, just know that he hates you. And he says really mean things about you behind your back. By name.
What's great about Ethan is everyone like gets up in arms about it. He's just like the nicest guy though. He's just a sweetheart.
Yeah, he has a way of phrasing things on Twitter that makes people freak out, which I enjoy. Here's another question about free agency. How big or small of a possibility that Phoenix will finally free Steve Nash, and there's a hashtag associated with that. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think they can get anything back that they want, and I think he's such a big part of that franchise. He's sort of made his bed with that team, and now he's going to have to lie in it.
You're probably cutting their home game revenue in half if they decide to get rid of him. So there's just no way.
What if they could get Chauncey Billups and Landry Fields?
Hey, how about this stupid idea? Chris Paul, Darren Williams in the same backcourt.
I like it because, Darren Williams is a really good shooter, so, and he's big, he can guard twos. It actually makes perfect sense.
I'm all for it.
All right, let's finish with this question. See if we can come up with a good list. This is a great question from the Akron Hammer, Adam. If you were limited to League Pass choice, who are your 7 teams this season? So this is assuming that I'm once again poor this year, which I am. And what 7 teams would we choose? Okay. Probably New Orleans, because otherwise you're never going to be able to see Chris Paul. So you might have to just bite the bullet and take them. That's my sleeper one there. What do you have?
Here's an idea. Do you take Miami because you're going to want to watch a lot of their games, but you're probably going to get at least a third of their season on national coverage?
Right.
So
yeah, I wondered. I was thinking about that. I watched like 55 of their games last year because they were the most interesting team on a game-to-game basis of like how they were going to look. Actually, felt like it mattered. I don't know if I could give them up.
I would take the Wolves just because I am a fan, but I think they're going to be really interesting in Adelman's system with the whole Rubio situation. I would take the Clippers because I think you have to watch
obviously
Blake Griffin and Eric Gordon. I would take. I would take New Orleans. I would take.
Okay.
I'd still take Miami. I'd
Rockets?
take New York because.
New York.
Yeah, I can't pass up Kyle Lowry.
Just on the off chance that they land Nash or Paul, you'd want to see them.
No, I want to see them without those guys. I'm fascinated by that team and what they're like, how they're going to put a team together that doesn't carry over into the next free agency. The role players they're going to try to take and piece it together. I'm fascinated by it. And the Kings.
Really?
Tyreek Evans, Jimmer, DeMarcus Cousins, Marcus Thornton. There's a lot of random, unfitting talent in a horrible system that I think could just become the greatest rec league game of all time every night.
Okay, so right now we've got Kings, New York, Wolves, Clippers, Heat, New Orleans. That would mean that one of our last spots would probably, would you say, go to Lakers or Thunder? I mean, we have to have the Thunder, right? Like, I don't know how we can't.
Yeah, I can't pass
up
James Harden.
So do we leave off the Lakers?
Yeah. Are they gonna be that fun to watch before the playoffs? I feel like once they're in the playoffs, that's when you really care about them.
Right, man. This is tough. And what I think is funny though is when we were making this list, we basically made it around the people that we wanted to watch. Not really around teams so much as individual personalities or games that we're into, which just shows you.
Somehow we passed up. Somehow we passed up Gordon Hayward of the Jazz not making it onto our list, which is weird.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's not weird at all because that's gonna be a really, really bad team. That's no fun to watch. I'm staring at New Orleans and I'm thinking, do we really want? I mean, is Chris Paul worth watching Aaron Gray on a nightly basis?
Yes, absolutely.
He is.
Absolutely, Chris. You could put you and me next to Chris Paul, and it would be worth watching.
All right, but you don't feel the same way, obviously, about Darren Williams in New Jersey, because New Jersey could be kind of a kinky team. You know what I mean?
I don't want to watch Travis Outlaw. We left out the Bulls, which
they're going to. Travis Outlaw is not going to be on that team, right?
You think his aura is going to be off that team? They may amnesty him, but you never get that stink out.
They have to bathe the whole team in tomato juice.
Just ghostly jab steps for all the world.
People tripping over his jab step. The Wizards, I think, are going to be cool this year. I'm just saying it because I love John Wall, but I think that 7 is pretty decent.
I love McGee. Andre Blatch.
You do not love Blatch.
Hookers on the sideline. No, but I love watching them.
On the sideline? I went to a few of those games, and you know what's funny is that when you get in the locker room, Blatch and Nick Young, who are like the two most infuriating players on that team, are the two guys who are the most fun to talk to after games, which I think creates this really weird dynamic when you're trying to write about them, and you're like, yeah, I really like talking to that guy who just can't pass the ball when he's dribbling for some reason. It's weird.